All right, so basically you have an Excel file with the labels at the top for what each row is, and you just need to know where the location of it is, where it's saved. And then you open up Microsoft Word and you go to mailings, and this is where you do start mail merge labels. And this is where you have to find, once you do this once, it kind of actually remembers the setting, but you have to find what labels you have. So like for us, it's Avery. So you go to Avery, I think it's US letter. Yep. So Avery US letter, and then you just got to match the number with what it is. And I think ours were, what were they, 60, one of these, or yeah, one of these durable ones. I think it's 6576, but it'll have it on the labels, like in the office. So you just click the labels, click on OK, and then I always do this too, where I go to home, hit Control A for select all, or just edit select all, and I do these borders. I click on all borders, so then you can really see like where the labels are. And basically all you have to do is type in how you want them to look. Like if you're gonna have something like on everyone, if you want at the bottom, if you want like Lindsay High School or whatever on the bottom, then you type that in. And you can, if you go on home, you can do center, whatever you want to do. You can change the text, like the font and all that. So you can also bring in like a little, like a logo, like the Lindsay Cardinal. I brought it in there, and then like I just put 2 of them in there, and you can kind of mess around with that. It's pretty easy. Basically, you put in everything that you're gonna want on every label. You have to put in this first label, and then after that, all you got to do is go to mailings, and then go to update labels, and see. So it puts in Lindsay High School in every single label. And basically, the next step to put everyone's names into it, you just go to select recipients, and then you go use existing list, because we already have the list, in that Excel file, right? So use existing list, and then go ahead and navigate to where that Excel file is. Let's see if I remember where mine is. And so like we'll just use this one. So you click open, and here's where you choose which sheet. So like if you have like 3 sheets on that Excel file, you got to make sure you choose the right one. But this one is just that first sheet was the one we want to use. So click OK. And now for this first one, I'll just go to insert merge field. I'll click this little down arrow, and this is where it has all the labels. Remember from that Excel file, this top row, it has all those labels right here. So I'm going to say, all right, I want student name, and then I want below that on another line, that's when I want like the student ID number, right? So I'll put like comma, which again, now this comma is there. It'll be on every label once I hit that update labels button again. So I just put comma, and then I can hit like enter, and now I'll put insert the ID, right? And I'll make sure I select all this, and I'll make sure to center it, right? So, just select it, hit center again. And, if I want to make this Lindsay High School a different font or whatever, I can do that, make it bigger. So now, and again, if you want to put more stuff in there, there's grades, periods, whatever you want to put. But for now, we'll just say student name and ID, right? And if you want to put something else in, you would probably put a comma and then the next thing. Or you can put whatever you want. You can put, a hyphen. Like you could do this guy, whatever you wanted to do. But once you do that, then I go to update labels. And boom. Now, it looks kind of crazy with that next record. But if you want to see how it's really going to look, you click on this preview results button, and boom. See that? So it shows you kind of there how that works. And once you're done, once you're ready to to print them, you basically go to this finish and merge, and you can either go straight to print, but I go to edit because then you can save it as a file. So you go to edit individual documents, leave it on all. Click OK, and here you go. So now this is your final like labels thing. If you wanted to redo it later with like different ones, you would open up this Word file we started on. This one is now like a template. You know what I mean? So the one when we actually made the labels, that's like a separate file. But all you have to do basically is make sure on, mailings, labels, you have the right number selected here. And then now this is ready to print. So you basically just, go to file, obviously print. And the thing is, you want to make sure on when you print it, I don't know if I can do it here, but it's not going to be here, but basically there are printer properties that you can click on. And I usually use on the printers here, the bypass tray. It's like kind of on the back side of the printers. It's when you go into print properties, you can say what tray you want to print out of and do the bypass tray, because those labels, if they get fed through like the whole printer, they sometimes get stuck. But if the bypass tray, it's like you pull it out on the printers and put it in there and then tell it here to print from the bypass tray. So it's pretty straightforward. But that's basically it, man. It's not that hard. And again, if you wanted to bring in like labels, you would just, like say I wanted to go to the internet and get a label. I could just go to, like Lindsay Cardinal. And there's one, it's right there. It's perfect. So I'll click on this, right click on it, save image. I'll just save it as Cardinal. And now I can just even click and drag, I think. Boom. See that? Really easy. So I can put it wherever I want it to be. And if you right click on it too, you can go to like, there's all these properties. So you can rotate it. So if I wanted to like make two of these that were like mirrored, I would do Control C, right click on it, basically hit copy and then paste. And now I've got two of them, right? And this one I can right click and go to this rotate. So I can flip. So now it's like one's facing the other way. And there's also like, there's this wrap text changes like how the text goes behind the icon. So if I want it to just like go behind it, I just click like behind text. See that? So now the text covers this logo. So basically just mess around with whatever options you want for wrap text. And long story short, once you got your icons where you want them to be, you just go again to update labels and boom. And even though it looks crazy, like it looks like the icons will be like way too low, if you click on preview results, see how it changes? So when you click on preview, that really shows you how it's going to print out. So this is how it looks right now is wrong. So just hit preview and that's how it will actually look. So anyways, you'd want to mess around with this until it looked right, but that's basically it.